Okay, hi. In today's video, I will be explaining how I make the daily bias. So when I want to trade, first I have to determine the daily bias before I start entering my positions for day trading. So I will explain the strategy I use for the daily bias, for determining the daily bias. Now, as you can see, for example, I will start from this candle. It can be any candle, just now this candle. So the or this candle. So here we were like going up. It was going up. Now, as you can see here, the daily candle on the daily chart here, it was above this short-term envelope and the long-term envelope. And at the same time, it went up. It tested the high of the previous day candle and closed below the high. So for me, this is here a reversal candle. Okay. So this is a reversal candle here. Also, now, as you can see on the next day, we had a down day. Now we are still going down. Now, here, as you can see on this candle, the next candle, okay, we had like a, we were like still bearish, so we were expecting the market to go down. Now, it went up and did all this, and then it closed above the previous low of the candle. However, you have to notice for something that it nearly tested the middle of this envelope. So it didn't break it, it didn't close above it. So as in this condition, we are still bearish. We are not like going to be bullish. We are going to still keep the bearish bias. As you can see on the next day, so the market also went down. It did a bearish. Everything was fine. Now, something you have to notice is that it tested the middle of the long-term envelope, and it went up. However, it didn't show a sign of major weakness, such as closing fully above the short-term lower envelope and higher envelope. So it still gave us that we have to still be bearish on this one. So this wasn't like a reversal signal yet. And here, as you can see, this is continuing down. Now here it closed below the middle of the envelope, long-term envelope. And as you can see, it was going all the time down. Also here, tested it and went down. So there is nothing telling us it's going to reverse. Now here, we had a reversal. Why? Because it went down, it closed above and the low, and then as you can see here. So from now on, because all these closed below the short-term envelope and long-term envelope, and at the same time, it closed above the low of the previous candle. So we start to think about our reversal, as now we will be thinking to go long the market. Okay, so we will stay long until we have a reason to go short. So as you can see here, even it went down, but all these are not very important, because the main bias was still going up. Now here, as you can see, it went down, it went up, and we had this candle. It went up and down, and then we had this, but also as happened here, so it was near to the middle of the envelope, short-term envelope, and it reversed up. So you can see that here it did it, and so we are still trending up. even though it can go down and this, but we are still looking for a upward bias. So as you can see, upward bias, upward bias, upward bias. There's nothing that makes us change our mind. Now here on this candle, we have a situation where it went up, it closed above, it closed below, sorry, the high. So now we have like a change of bias, okay? And as you can see, it went down. Now this went down, the same. So it did like test the upper high and high, like the of the envelopes, and didn't close above them. So we assume that the condition for the market is the same. It's going down. So down. Now here on this one, as you can see, we have this going down and closing above. So now we have a change in the bias. Now the bias is starting to be upward. Okay. So this is like an example on the Euro GBP, but it can be applied on anything. So what we are looking for is practically if the candle will close below the previous candle, then this is going to be like a signal of a downward bias. If the candle will close above the previous candle high, this is a signal of an upward bias. But we have to take these things in consideration and relative to the envelopes, the short-term and the long-term envelopes in the market. These are very important, because if you just take like the candle just closed below and there's no other confirmation, like we don't have the long-term and short-term bias, then it's not enough. Now after we consider this, let's say for example here we say, okay, we have a day reversal on the daily candle. Now to confirm, I use the Murray Math for indicator. So you will find the links to download this indicator in the description below the video in the YouTube. And I go to the 30 minutes and I try to see that the Murray Math, I'm not going to explain like in details how to trade. The Murray Math is just you need to know something, that we are only interested in buying if the 30 minutes is at least at the major support resistance. So if it's below, it's fine. If it's above, we have to wait until it touches the major support and resistance at least, okay, on the 30 minutes. Now sometimes it's confusing, like you have like the 30 minutes doesn't show enough, so we can go to the 15 minutes, but that's it. So 30 minutes or 15 minutes. First the 30 minutes, if it's not clear, suppose that it's showing that it's in the above areas, like above the major resistance, and the major resistance is far, then we can go to the 15 minutes and just double check. If we don't have any of these confirming, then we will just ignore the bias for that day on that pair, because we will have to wait for another day and then we will get a change in the Murray Math. So as I said, we will need to confirm with the first on the daily. Okay, we use the these are simply SMAs, like a simple moving average. Now here you will have like the simple close, it's period 10, and this is the low. This is like simple 10 and it's low, not the close. So these are easy to draw on the chart. So yeah, as you can see it. Anyway, I will leave a link below the description where you can download this template. Okay, so you will be able to use the same template that I just explained in this video. And if you have any questions or you need more explanations, feel free to comment under this video. All right, so this is what I use for trading and to determine the daily bias of my trades. Thank you.